First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Going for it all. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
His kick is good. Makes the score Panthers 3.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run. Devontae Freeman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Brady's throw there complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Brady now on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So as this offense gets settled in, a game like this, how important do you think it will be for both of these teams to maintain their composure?
Well, I think that the good news is that this is a physical, emotional game. And look, if they can find a way to harness that intense energy, it can end up being beneficial for both teams. But what both of them have to realize, and especially this quarterback, the objective is still just to win the game. It's not to outshine the other guy or go at him with any more or less than is normal. Go play the game, go win the game.
12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
2nd and 2.
Back to throw again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And 2.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offense.
Under pressure, they got him again. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he's He's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. That's complete to Tyler Johnson.
Brady
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun, Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 43. Now Brady again. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. His throw incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again, Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Scott Miller.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
10 yards to go.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gay knocks this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Kicker, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
at the Panthers' 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devontae Freeman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
He is good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
By Trey Boston. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40.
Freeman again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Freeman, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the 33-yard line.
On second down, Freeman. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And it's third down.
Now Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they take a knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 now at 6-5.
It wasn't surprising that heading into our second meeting of the season, the war of words was reignited in the middle of the week. I felt like it was appropriate to acknowledge the fact that the rivalry between our teams should be the headline heading into this game. And I also knew that if I got the better of him on Sunday, then I'd have room to talk.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. He completes this one to Mack as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22.
CD, I guess we shouldn't be too surprised that as we head into the second meeting of the season between these two division rivals, there was once again drama that played out on social media ahead of the game itself.
Well, it certainly did. It turns out that when you get the win the first time around, absolutely you get free rein to run your mouth heading into the second, even if it makes your team, your head coach uncomfortable. I don't make the rules. That appears to be the case, though, because social media, those barbs have been brutal over the last few days. Even I've started checking them on my social media account.
16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And after dropping the first meeting of the season against their division rival earlier in the season, what does this offense need to do here in this one, CD, to help split that season series?
Well, I think all the normal things apply here. You watch the game film, you make the proper adjustments, but you definitely have to use the sting of the loss because you've had a chance to think about it for a while, view it, and go over it in your mind. You use that heading into this game, hoping to have a different result this time out.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cameron Brate, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 23 carries, 86 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Buccaneers, nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Loss on the play.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big third down play there for the Panthers. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cameron Brate with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And this certainly confirms all the chatter, just how big of a final weekend this is. For the moment, the 6th seed is theirs, but it'll take a victory to officially lock that down.
And we have to keep reminding ourselves that number 6, that's no longer the final seed. We go 7 deep in each conference now. But you're at the point now where you have to win to guarantee your spot. You don't want to get stuck scoreboard watching and hoping other teams can help you out by winning their games or losing their games. You got to take care of business yourself and erase all doubt.
To throw on third down, Brady. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And he puts it through. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A nice little juke. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to go down again. Marcus Golden, his 2nd sack of the night.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Again, he targets more. This one is complete.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Devontae Freeman, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Freeman on the handoff.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Over the middle to Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. From midfield, here's Brady to Evans on the slant. The 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
On for the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophy.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
20. First down.
Looking to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Carolina.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Panthers have recovered. Thompson. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
To Christian McCaffrey. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Clock
3.
continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
5-yard line.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman.
Brady's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows.
Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Derek Brown in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Pick your game up. 54 Mike. Check. 54.
1st and 10. Here's Brady. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
By Dante Jackson.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. One final try now for Brady. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone, as time has run out on this ball game.
Buccaneers.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, it'll end here on a slightly positive note with a victory, but there weren't many other positives in a season that saw them finish 3-13. And they will enter this offseason with more questions than answers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football.
All right, fellas, listen up, listen up. We talked about this all week. Let's take what we learned in the film room, let's put it out here on the field, and let's execute. Talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
I figured when Coach asked me if I could swing by his office, it had something to do with the injury news. Sure, life would be easier without him on the field, but your rivals tend to bring out the best of you. I was looking forward to getting the opportunity to go toe-to-toe with these guys again.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4", it's Colin Kaepernick.
Kaepernick now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down.
The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 5 catches, 63 yards. On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway, and you shouldn't.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Anthony Frisker, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up second.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. The numbers for McCaffrey last week, 17 carries, 80 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Devin White on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The kick by Marr is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. Snap's a great starting field position as well.
They'll start with the option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
Kaepernick's pass.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd down.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. That's caught by Howard.
Kaepernick.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
A gain of 13
yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Here's Kaepernick. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On second down, here's Kaepernick. That's complete right around the 8. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
To number 14.
Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He's going to look deep for more. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that one will fall incomplete. Block here now just and Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 20.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes into
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
For Mike Evans.
Evans once again the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And Gould is able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Robbie Gould set to
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Receiving team.
You gotta be smarter than that, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Kaepernick's pass.
He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Now Kaepernick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
To throw, Kaepernick. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He'll bite, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That one goes for 24 yards.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They look to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
By Antoine Winfield.
On play action, they'll throw. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
The 22-yard line.
Again, it's Penny. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Kaepernick going to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And bulldozing his way through. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rolling to his right. And he gets it down to the 32. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit...
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 10.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Roughing the passer defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try and run some clock here. He's going to keep it on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
To throw, Kaepernick. And he finds Howard complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Kaepernick.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Penny will try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
shot, Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Even though they're down one of their best defenders, they come out of this first meeting with a win. And, partner, they'll head into next week and their next meeting against their rival as well with a lot of confidence.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. And you know that we'll be hearing him yapping the next time these two teams play each other. He's certainly got plenty of ammunition and plenty of words to send out to his rival.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles
Now, this was a game that had been circled on my calendar all year long. Going up against 2 legitimate defensive superstars in a rivalry game. If that kind of challenge doesn't get you up for a game, what will? I knew there was probably no right answer to this question. We were dealing with 2 all-pro caliber players, but I knew what my rival was going to bring to the table every time we stepped onto the field.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 42 yards.
Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, this is the second meeting of the season between these two division rivals, and as was the case earlier in the year, there seems to be a more reserved and serious approach from both of these teams heading into this late season matchup than we saw last year.
Yeah, I think maybe the coaches have had enough of the social media antics going into this game. From what we heard this week, they went old school and said, let's just cut this nonsense out. And
they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together?
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Anthony Ferkser with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
They go with the keeper. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. A very early decision to be made here.
There is, and I think that because they're the home team, I would ride that wave a little bit, and I would gamble and go for it. Doesn't seem like it's optimal, but you're the home team. You'll get the support of the crowd all game long. Go get it right now. Put 6 on the board.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So here are the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played for the Nevada Wolfpack in college. It's Colin Kaepernick. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Penny on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
The tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's taken down. back at his own 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. That's caught by Howard. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Barton is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The pass. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
3-yard line.
Petty, a first down carry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Kaepernick, finding room inside the 40. He completes this into the hands of Miller. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Brings up 2nd down at the 30.
This is Penny. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he finds Penny. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. On first down, Kaepernick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny, but it'll be 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Now Kaepernick again. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Buccaneers 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
12. First down, Carolina.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Covered by Antoine.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for DJ Moore. It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. He's got Evans.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now it's Penny.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
Kaepernick now to throw. Completion left side to Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Miller on the catch over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
and 3 at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Penny. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
By Bud Dupree. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressured too much. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to look deep for Moore. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up if they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. and down 2 scores, it must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he finds Howard complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the